Hey, it's Denise. Today earlier today I talked about recent weight loss stuff. So today, right now, I'm talking about other stuff. Mostly junk mail. As someone who, I'm not like an extremist, I don't go harpooning people for not recycling, but as someone who does care about the environment and just feels like the amount of mail we get is ridiculous, I was just kind of wondering how other people feel about what turns up in their mailbox every day. I don't mean the bills. We all hate getting bills, but they're part of life. Hopefully you get most of them online, so they don't have to come to your mailbox. But hey, some of them do. But I'm talking like the stuff, let's see. Have you ever made the mistake of ordering from this particular company? This thing isn't just like a pamphlet, it's like a book, all right? The amount of like paper that went into this, and I know there are probably people out there who think that this is a wonderful company. I'm not one of them. I think they're total rip-off artists. They try to entice you into purchasing from them as a way of repairing your credit, and then they charge you, I was about to use a very inappropriate phrase, in ways that you pay so much more for the product than you would have if you bought it somewhere else. For example, I bought a $10 set of colored pencils. These people charged me $10 shipping on a box of colored pencils. Their shipping and handling is insane. Their prices are high, and it's only because they offer that monthly, that you can spread it out forever so that you're paying interest for the rest of your life option, that I think some people fall into shopping with them, that that's the only reason they still exist. And why people who want to spend the rest of their life, paying $1,000 for a $10 item because they're paying interest on it because they're only making that minimum payment every month. Hey, then these people are for you, if that's what you want to do. But, you order from them once and like forever. And like I said, this goes beyond even a catalog. This is a book. Really? Is this necessary to send to someone who doesn't want your stuff anymore? Waste. Then, as you know, I'm somebody who has done every diet on the planet, recently had weight loss surgery. Once you belong to Nutrisystem, and I like Nutrisystem, I, at times in my life, did really well on Nutrisystem. Unfortunately, as soon as I went off, I gained the weight back. But once Nutrisystem has they email you like all the time. And then they also, I don't think a week goes by that I don't get some sort of mailing trying to get me back. I even called customer service and explained to them that I could no longer be on their diet because I was having weight loss surgery, and that as much as I loved them and I hated breaking up with them, we had to go our separate ways. But did that get me off the mailing list? No. Constantly getting things from them. Memorial Day, if you're a Nutrisystem person, is one of their two biggest sales of the year, and right on here, on sale for returning customers. Can't be a returning customer in Nutrisystem. I feel like this is like a letter from an ex, I don't want this. Then we've got the variety of large size clothing catalogs. Now, there was a time when I loved getting these, and right now I'm right on that border, because I was up to like a size 18-20. I'm down to like 16 to 18, depending on things. And just for a sidetrack for a moment here, it kills me when people say, oh, I lost 6 pounds and I'm down a size. I've lost 32 pounds and I'm barely down a size. Barely. So, yeah, awesome company. Have purchased from them. The quality of the clothes are great. And if you're someone who's still needing, they do size women's 12 to 36. Yeah, they're great. They, like I said, I purchased from them over the years many times. Now I'm looking at it and like part of me was like, well, you're not down to a 12-14, which is what they sell in most regular stores. And, do you really want to spend your life in tacky, cheap Walmart clothing? And believe me, I own plenty of tacky, cheap Walmart clothing. For just sitting around the house, great. Hey, $7 nightshirt. Can't beat that. Especially if you're hoping that your size is going to continue to go down. This is the first thing I bought in a 1X because I've been having to buy 2X for the last several years. So when this 1X fit perfectly, like, go me, So, like, part of me saw this and is like, maybe I should get a few things just because I'm going to be in that in-between for a little while where it's hard for me to walk into a regular store and find anything that fits. But I'm at the smaller end of what the plus-size catalogs sell. Now, Romans does go down to 12, so it's like, it's tempting. It's like, do I order a couple things like, hey, this thing on the cover, it's like a swing dress, right? There's no waist on that, so something like that I'm thinking could get you through a few sizes, decent amount of weight loss before you need to, before it's obviously way too big on you. And like I said, I lost 32 pounds before I had to go down a size. One size. So, yeah, I don't want to spend the year in clothes that are either baggy, my jeans are falling off. Actually, if I'm not careful walking, or if I put my phone or anything else in my pockets that adds weight, my jeans fall off. So, yeah, I do need clothes. Part of me is like, Denise, don't you dare spend money on here. Or Torrid, another catalog. I love Torrid. I've bought tons of clothes from Torrid over the years. They definitely give clothes with like a younger vibe. And they understand that because you're a larger size, I forget what they say they cater to, but it is definitely like, it's probably the similar size range as Romans. And they almost always on the catalog, give you some sort of like, 30% off or however much off your order of $50 or $100 or whatever. So they almost always send some kind of coupon along with the catalog, which I appreciate that. But again, neither of these are cheap. And, while I appreciate that they understand that just because you're a bigger size, you don't dress like an old lady. And that's coming from someone who's 50. Some of you probably think I am an old lady. I don't. This might be 50. This is getting ready maybe to be 30. Wait till you're 50 if you're not. You don't feel different inside your head. I don't feel like I'm 50. Yes, the gray hair is reminding me. But I did buy the dye. Just got to get around to doing it. And then another catalog that I've been getting forever. And again, have purchased from many times. As you can see, now they carry regular sizes. And as it says here, they carry goddess, parentheses, plus, sizes at no extra cost. The other thing they carry, now, there is nothing prudish about me. Believe me, anyone who knows me would tell you they would just laugh if you said, like, Denise is uptight or a prude. This catalog started carrying recently a lot of sex toys. Hey, more power to you. I have no problem with that. What I did have a problem with the first month that they were in there was I happened to be sitting in my bed right here, flipping through the catalog casually, looking at things. My son, who's 16, walks in to ask me a question. And as I'm looking at him, I kind of flip the next page. And all of a sudden, I'm looking at a 2-page spread of sex toys. My son probably thinks I'm some sort of pervert who looks at entire catalogs of sex toys now. Because if he caught that, how is he to know that that's not what the whole book is? I'm hoping he didn't catch it, but he's a perceptive kid. He probably did. I actually contacted their customer service department after that little incident and said, do you think maybe on the page before the sex toys, you could say, hey, the next page contains items that are of an explicit nature? Because, again, I'm not uptight. They don't offend me. But I don't want to be flipping through that with my 16-year-old son standing next to me. I don't think most parents want to. And if you do want to, you need to go into some sort of counseling. But, again, it's about how much of it is plus-size clothing. I had made myself not swear. I'm not going to use that strong word. But my plan was to try to get through the weight loss, getting as much as I can, like at thrift stores. Not paying full price for clothes that hopefully I won't wear for a long time before I go down a size. Now, being that it took 32 pounds to go down one size, maybe it is worth investing in 1 or 2 things in each size. I'll have to see how the weight loss keeps going. It's only been 1 week. The only other thing that I get a lot of in the mail, and here you're going to see total change of attitude on my part. I get stuff for gardening. I get all of the plant and seed catalogs. And not just like the burpee catalog that a lot of people get. When you make a point of seeking out the smaller companies that specialize in non-GMO heirloom seeds, like I do, you get a wonderful assortment of catalogs. This is like porn for a gardener. This is like joy and happiness has arrived in the mail. I just wish I could get it to stick more to this and less to that other stuff. Hopefully, I will eventually be off all of the fat lady shopping lists. And once I'm officially, if it ever happens, and I'm not saying that I doubt I'm losing weight. I have faith that I'm going to lose weight. But I also know the size of my frame. When I was 145 pounds, I still had to wear a size 14 shirt because my shoulders are broad. I may never really get below that borderline of, are they going to have my size? Because a lot of stores don't really go above a 14. Especially not if it's any sort of like designer or higher brand name type item. Something a little fancier. You're lucky if they have a 12 or a 14. I guess they think you're very thin if you're buying those clothes. And I love some of the designers, that I have watched over the years, love their clothes, but they don't make them for larger people. And I guess I feel like I'm just stuck in the middle right now at that in-between size of, will a regular clothing store have my size, or will I walk in there and not be able to walk out with anything? So as tempted as I am by the catalogs that are still coming, and believe me, I'm tempted because summer is starting. I'm not going to want to be in heavy jeans. Right now I have 2 pair of shorts, and they're from last summer, so they're loose, which right now, while my stomach is still, well, I should be more technical. My stomach is the size of my finger, as we found out on the fluoroscopy, but my abdomen is still swollen. I was told it's going to be 2 to 3 weeks for the swelling from the surgery itself on the inside, that swelling, to go down. So my abdomen is still swollen. I'm still sore. I still got bruises. I still have incisions that, aren't, still have like scabs that aren't totally healed. So right now, having the waist of whatever I'm wearing be loose is a good thing. But I don't want my pants falling off. I don't think most of us do. And I'm just figuring once I'm fully healed, the swelling's down, the incisions have fully healed, I'm going to want some summer clothes, whether it's shorts or whatever, that aren't falling off, that don't look ridiculously baggy. I will have to try to make my trips to the thrift store. Probably all of the good summer stuff is already gone. But we can hope. And that was just my rant on mail and the waste of paper, and the fact that even though you try to unsubscribe, it doesn't always work. It seems to be a lot easier to unsubscribe from emails than it is from actual snail mail. And that's it. I hope you're having an awesome day, and it doesn't involve a whole lot of crap coming in your mailbox that you didn't want.